Hello, I am Mrs. Fiore, your child's English 2 teacher, and I wanted to make a video to kind of go over some of the things I reviewed in Meet the Teacher. I know that was on Monday. I had a couple of technical difficulties getting these up. Synergy wouldn't send my attachments, so I know you guys got a few emails, and I apologize for that. So I'm not going to upload this as an attachment. I will just have the link inside the email for you to watch. I do want to go over some things, how I start each class, how students can reach me, and just kind of clear up a couple of things that is easier to do by talking instead of sending you a one long message. So first of all, I am very excited to work with your student this semester. It's a little bit different for me this year because I took an extra section. So I have 130 kids right now, which is awesome. It just takes a little bit longer for me to grade than I'm used to. So what I've been doing is we start each class with a live Teams meeting. And that is where I will take attendance. And that's where I kind of want to check in with your student, go over what we'll be doing for the day. And I post a daily agenda slide on Teams each day with what they will be doing. So if they miss the class, they can go back and look at the recording or the agenda slide to see what they missed. We also use Florida Virtual. The whole district is required to use Florida Virtual right now if you are teaching certain subjects, and English 2 is one of them. So I don't have as much control as I normally do with these lessons. What I've been finding is as I'm checking in with your kids, I've been having them give me some feedback. And one thing I've been doing is instead of just assigning them the lesson and having them go through it on their own, I've been walking through all parts of the lesson. So I stay on camera and walk through and share my screen like I'm sharing with you right now. Go over what the lesson is, go over the terms. Sometimes I like to add my own PowerPoints to enhance just what Florida Virtual has so they have extra tools. And then I will release them to do their lesson. Each Florida Virtual lesson has them do some sort of assessment after they learn the task or the goal for the day. So it could be they write a paragraph. It could be that they take a quiz. Sometimes it's a PowerPoint, but there's always something. So I've been kind of sensing a lot of stress, which I have a 7th grader doing Florida Virtual as well, and he's getting some of the same issues. So it's helped me be able to relate to your students a little bit more, seeing my son go through it as well. One thing that I think is going to help is if they think of this as a 90-minute class, what I've been doing is when I talk to them, it takes about 45 minutes. The most I've ever talked is an hour, which was probably painful for them. But then I give them time to do whatever the assessment is. Usually it takes about 25 to 30 minutes for them to complete the assignment. I think what happens is a lot of times they have other things that they're catching up on, or they're not always using that time to do the assignment. So I've been telling them to think of it as being in class. That is the classwork. I'm trying to make it so they don't have homework because I don't want them having extra work on their plate when they have multiple classes. So it's very important that once I release them and I give them that 45 minutes or an hour to do the work, that they're actually doing that assignment so it does not get stressful for them, because I understand how stressful online learning can be. I also understand technology issues. So I've been telling them if they have computers crashing or they can't make the morning meeting, to check the recording, but also just to reach out to me so I know what's going on. I have never taken off points for late assignments. As long as they're submitting them, I update them as often as I can. I am asking them to have a little grace with me though, because I do have to grade 130 assignments every day. And then I'm going back and doing the late assignments, or I'm giving them options to redo assignments they did not do as well as they wanted to on. So for me to go and do all of those, it's not updating immediately, and it will take me some time to get to all of them. They've been really great about it, very, very gracious and accepting when I have to take a little while to grade some of these. What I did want to let you guys know is that they can always reach me by Remind 101 messages that go straight to my phone, email, or the Teams chat. And I am checking them constantly, even though I might not be getting back to them as soon as they would hope, because I really am having, honestly, sometimes hundreds of messages come through a day. So I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself to you. In 5th hour, I do have a co-teacher named Miss Coyle. So I've attached both of our information on this slide, which will be in your email. And then I've given you my schedule. Like I said, I don't have a prep this semester because I've taken on an extra section of classes. So I really have to grade during that class as the students are turning them in. So please don't hesitate to call me or message me on any of the platforms available if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you so much. Have a good night.